Subscribe. It's reported that the Queen will withdraw from public life indefinitely and isolate at Windsor Castle for several months. According to, the Queen will self-isolate at Windsor Castle with 98-year-old husband Prince Philip. The 94-year-old monarch has put her autumn diary engagements on hold and cancelled garden parties, the Order of the Garter service and the Trooping the Colour event already. Get exclusive celebrity stories and fabulous photo shoots straight to your inbox with OK's daily newsletter. You can sign up at the top of the page. The Queen has been at Windsor with a reduced staff since March 19 but usually returns to London in May, before her annual summer break in Balmoral. A source told the publication, the Queen won't do anything which goes against the advice of people in her age category and she's going to take all the appropriate advice. She'd want to be seen to be being responsible in her actions. Related articles. It will be the longest ever period in her 68-year reign that the Queen will withdraw from public life. The news comes days after the Queen was praised for her speech on VE Day, in which she praised the spirit of the nation amid the pandemic. Prince William and Kate Middleton marked VE Day by posting a selection of photos of the Queen celebrating the end of the war 75 years ago. Related articles. Her Royal Highness Queen Elizabeth II was just 25 when she took the throne after the death of her father King George, Virgin Islands, US on 6 February 1952, but when she was 19 she became the first female member of the royal family to join the armed services as a full-time active member. After victory was announced by Prime Minister Winston Churchill on May 8, 1945, millions took to the streets in celebration, including Princess Elizabeth and her sister Princess Margaret, who joined the crowds. The royal family Instagram account shared a clip of the Queen's father King George making a radio broadcast to the people of the Commonwealth to mark the end of war in Europe on the same day 75 years ago at 9 p.m. William and Kate posted the pictures on the Kensington Palace Instagram account and wrote, "Today marks the 75th anniversary of VE Day, 75 years since the end of the Second World War in Europe. On this day millions of people took to the streets and pubs to celebrate peace, mourn their loved ones, and to hope for the future." During the war Her Majesty the Queen, then Princess Elizabeth, joined the Auxiliary Territorial Service, where she trained as a mechanic, becoming the first female member of the royal family to join the armed services as a full-time active member. When the guns fell silent on this day in 1945, Princess Elizabeth and her sister Princess Margaret joined the jubilant crowds in central London. The future Queen attempted to stay anonymous during the celebrations by pulling her cap down over her eyes. On VE Day 75 members of the royal family, including the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, will mark the day. Keep an eye on our feed, and on @the Royal Family for more later today.